Hey Tim, I'm recording. Where are we going today? What about this area?
So this road that we came off is called Green Creek Road, which goes by a bunch of campsites. And we're heading up first to Dundenberg Mill, which is an old mining camp. And if you turn and look up that way, you can see the tall peak, and right in front of it, that's the mill is kind of up there. We're going to come down off of that, go over and then up, and we're going to be right below where you can see those little snow patches. That's called Mount Dundenberg, and that's Kavanaugh Ridge. And then when we're done there, we're going to head down and do a big loop out and get an outlook over Mono Lake, and then back.
Top is 11,000 feet.
Kavanaugh is right at 11,000 feet, yeah, and Dundenberg is 12,200 feet.
Whoa.
So the mine is at 10,200 feet. So we're going to have some quadruple digit or quintuple digit elevations today.
Nice.
Is there gold?
Upper Summer Meadows Road.
Right. This isn't much water, but any water makes Robin happy, and I'll step on it, and it's not going to come inside, but it's a cheap thrill. Then we're back into the rocks, and more climbing. We're gaining elevation so fast, and off in the distance, the views are terrific. Mono Lake's out there.
Mono Lake off in the distance.
Alright, so we're heading back into the trees one more time, and you'll see we're going a little slow in spots because the trail is getting narrow and the trees are leaning into the trail. I don't want them taking the windshield off or causing any damage. And then of course there's the occasional boulder as well as your smaller rocks. So just being cautious. Now after we get out of the trees, we will soon be at the old mining facility. Many stories to be told there. So this mining operation is scattered around over a large area, and we're following Tim from one part to another, but the stories are coming.
Tight in
So it's time to stop right around the corner, and the stories will begin shortly.
Dundenberg Mill mining camp, and we're down at the stamp mill. If you look over there, you can see the old stamp mill, and the mine itself is way up above us. I don't know if you remember that branch we got to before we drove down to the mine. That takes you up to about 10.5, and the mine's up there, but it's a really scary freaking drive.
Oh.
So we're not going up there.
Okay.
I won't take you guys up there.
We're at 9753.
Yeah, I thought the mining camp was at 10, but I was wrong. It's just shy.
9753.
The high point at that branch, because I was telling Robin that branch goes up to the mine itself. The mine's way above us, but it's really sketchy because it's a shelf road that's very tilty, and you're just looking straight down. So we didn't like that. And of course, we drove it in the snow to boot too, so that did not help much.
And we're near a little creek right here where I was hoping to find gold years ago.
A few years ago.
Where's your gold pan?
I don't know. It's kind of pretty down here. Really kind of cool. Maybe I'll find a really cool rock I just can't live without. But we'll see. We're gonna be near a mines. Maybe some high enough altitudes where I can find something really cool.
So we're leaving the mining area now, but this is where the miners lived. So we're leaving the mine, got to go down the mountain a little ways to get over to another trail so we can go up the mountain. So that's Mono Lake off in the distance, and there's a watering pond down there. Lots of beautiful scenery as we lose some elevation. And then we're going to head into some trees. Now, keep in mind the Villain is 72 inches wide, Tim's vehicle 64 inches. So when we get into tighter spots, I tend to notice where he may not have a clue. So we're going through here a little slower than I would really like to, but I'm trying to be safe. I don't want limbs poking holes in the Villain or in us. Plus, in spots it's a little rutted, rocky, and you'll even notice there's a turn. I didn't quite make it. I had to back up and try a second time. This is definitely a fun ride, and it's just beautiful. Wow, sharp turn. So soon after coming out of the trees, we're heading back up the mountain, and all of a sudden, there's water. Robin's very happy. Unfortunately, it's not very much, so she's not going to be super happy, but any water is good. So as we're gaining elevation, we're in and out of the trees and in and out of rocks. There's always rocks. Sometimes there's more, sometimes a little bit less, but there's always rocks. So there was another turn, and here's this big wooden sign telling you about the area. So I didn't get a good photo of it this time, But I looked back at my old photos from September of 2019, and that's what you're looking at now.
There's Mono Lake down there again. Gotta stop, put the windshield down. We're at what, 10,000 feet, I think, something like that.
Oh, you're looking out towards the Hoover Wilderness area down in there. So it's all preserved wilderness.
And there's snow up here.
Well, we're at
There were people
11,000.
right above the little lake. There were people skiing down that snow patch last year.
Yeah.
And Tim's at work.
See, there's some snow
And
over
if you
there.
look across Robin, you can see if you're looking down on
That's Bodie down there.
Bodie. Yeah. That little town that you see the road going up, you're looking right across onto Bodie.
The historic town of Bodie. Wow, look at this.
We don't want to lose it up here.
It's a little bit cool up here. We put our jackets on. Where's my hat?
So we are at Kavanaugh Ridge, which is around 11,000 foot elevation. Looking over this direction, that's Mount Dunedin, which is 12,300 feet. And all these rocks that you see are all along the ridge. So I'm going to take us over to the edge because nobody wants to go to the edge but me. Absolutely spectacular view. Gorgeous alpine lakes. As you can see, there's one up high. Usually there's a waterfall that you can kind of see right now. Feeds down to it. And then that feeds into this bigger lake. You probably can't hear me because of the wind. It's always windy up here. That's in the lake. So the bottom of this, which is right here, is probably about 2,500 feet below us. So the bottom of this little mountain valley is a little around 8,500 feet. So hopefully you can hear me, but absolutely one of the most beautiful places, at least that I've been to in the Sierra. Really, really cool here.
Alright, this is about as close to the edges as I can get, but I can see the water down there. It's pretty cool. I can kind of inch forward a little bit. Unfortunately, I have a fear of heights and edges, but it's really cool down there. So, and we are so high up and there's snow, lots of rocks. No rocks I'm going to take home. Can't believe I haven't taken one rock home yet.
So there's an alpine lake about 1,000 feet below, and we're heading down there now. With the windshield down, it is chilly here, and look how rocky it is.
I don't know what, they don't know the name of this lake, but it's really a really cool spot. A lot of great campgrounds. We were here a few years ago. Really, really, really a cool spot. Nobody's out here fishing today. Sometimes there's people fishing.
So Tim broke out his new toy, the drone. When we're up on the ridge, we really wanted to take video with the drone from 11,000 feet, but it was so windy, we may have never seen the drone again. It's brand new. Tim's still learning left, right, up, down. But here at this alpine lake, he was able to fly it around. It was pretty calm. He goes out over the water, and that's all snow melt out there. And at one point, you'll see he even pans up to show you there's still snow up there waiting to melt and add more water to this alpine lake. But he flies around, shoots out towards 395 in the valley down below, which is where we started and where we're going to head back to pretty soon. Once he masters this thing, it's going to be a heck of a useful tool and fun. I'm going to have to get one. Maybe Robin will get me one for my birthday and Christmas. Who knows? You may have noticed the villain is quite dirty. Don't worry. When I get it home, I'll make it sparkle again. So now that we're heading down the mountain, we had to do a little bit of pavement, about 3 or 4 miles, to get to another trail which gave us terrific views of Mono Lake. So Tim had us come out here specifically because there's this awesome overlook off in the distance where we're going to be able to see Mono Lake and a whole lot of other sights. And he's going to talk for about a minute or so about what we're looking at. It'll be a little windy when we get there, but hopefully not too bad for the recording. In the meantime, yep, we're back to rocks again. There's always rocks. It's Nevada, at least this part of Nevada. Absolutely stunning views. It is a fun ride. I am so happy to be here. And occasionally today I did have to put on a jacket, and after the 110 degrees, so many of them in a row summer in Apache Junction, Arizona, I'm thrilled to need a jacket or to bring the windshield down.
Outlook overlooking beautiful Mono Lake. Mono Pass on 395 is over there. You can see cars going down the road all the way down the bottom. So the trail we just came in on is, you can see that one that it's in the distance, it goes down the hill. We actually normally would go that way, but that would have taken us through those aspen trees and we would have been beaten up in the aspens. So we went across the top and came around, and then came right down this trail in front of us, and then all the way down along there and climbed up here. And we're going to continue climbing from here for a while, and we're going to be going all the way around this big meadow area basically, and come back out close to where we came in.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a nice big loop out here. But this is a really great outlook for
Mono Lake outlook. And then you can see the pumice mine. See the pumice? That whitish looking hill?
That's the pumice mine?
That's the pumice mine that you and I went up and got pumice.
Oh, wow.
So just down the road from there is
Obsidian Dome,
is
huh?
the Obsidian Dome.
Yeah.
So this road here goes, that road over there goes all the way to the bottom, to the highway. We can cross the highway and get on that dirt road you can see out there, and eventually we can get into Bodie. So that's a back way into Bodie.
Or Hawthorne.
Or Hawthorne.
Wow.
We're on our way back, so we can load everything up and drive the hour plus back home. Maybe even stop and have a bite to eat on the way. But there's quite a bit of different types of trails to get back to the trailers for the loading. And one of them is heading into the trees. It's kind of tight when we get into the trees in Nevada, and a bit of fun. It's steep, it's rutted, and this is the trail that Tim was trying to check out earlier today, but we were at a different spot. So let's see how bad this thing is.
Okay, come on. Stop. Straighten it up right there. Okay, a little bit this way. Okay, straighten it up. You're through.
Well, that's it for this recording. Use the comment section below if you want to share your experience at this location or maybe recommend an area that you really enjoy. Please keep it clean. Want this to be a family-oriented channel, so review what you type before you submit it. Thanks. I apologize if you happen to hear something during the ride's recording that may not sound family-oriented. I will try very hard not to let certain words slip out during an exciting moment. We'll see how that works. If you found this video helpful or just enjoyed it, please hit the like button below. Share the link with your friends. Be sure to subscribe so you can easily keep up with my latest videos, which will continue to cover things like Segway Villain Owner's Area of Interest, reviews of accessories, where to ride, tips about the villain, how-to videos, and lots more. Yep, there's going to be more. Thanks for watching.